welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my January favorites, all of the products that I've just been loving the past month. Actually also my December favorites as well, since I didn't do one last month. So yeah, let's just get right into the video because like I said, I got a lot of stuff, so let's just do it. Alright, so the first product I have to talk about today is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. And I bought this because I thought it was going to be a really light coverage, sheer, glowy foundation. It's not really what it says it is. However, I love the way it looks on my skin so much. The first day I put it on, I just put on foundation and I went and I asked my mom what she thought, and she was like, it literally doesn't look like you have foundation on, which is what, you know, I like, because I don't want to look like I have a crap ton of makeup on all the time. I have it on my face right now, just in case you were wondering. Obviously, I have a whole bunch of bronzer and all that on top of it, but yeah, this is the foundation. I really like it. Also, I'm in the shade Light 4. Alright, so the next product I really fell in love with this past month is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. And it's funny because I saw that Laura Lee put this in her most disappointing products of 2016. But the reasoning she had was because she didn't feel like it was giving off a lot of pigment. But first of all, I don't really have that problem. It's not over pigmented, but it definitely gives off pigment, and I am using this as a bronzer today. It has like a very glowy feel to it, and I'm really trying to stay away from matte products right now just because my skin is really dry. But this stuff just gives like such a glowy finish to the bronze. And I did think that the first couple times I had to really dig my brush in, but I don't really feel that anymore. Also, I have to say that when you get a bronzer and it's highly pigmented, those bronzers are like impossible to work with. You literally have to go like, and then like tap it off, and then like you still have like a big blotch on your face. So I actually prefer a bronzer that doesn't really pick up too much product all at once, just because I think that it applies a lot better. Like, it's better to keep applying and build up rather than put on too much in the first go. Do you know what I mean? So I really like this bronzer. So the next product I have to talk about I've had for a really long time, but I just fell in love with it when I did my drugstore makeup tutorial. I used this Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, or just actually powder, in the shade 120, and I've been using this to set my under eyes ever since because I was like, whoa, this stuff is great. It's just a very light powder, and at first I thought that it wasn't really picking up a lot, as you can see, but you can actually really see that. But it actually just makes my under eyes look really airbrushed and really pretty, and gives extra coverage under there, which I'm not really used to because I used to always use translucent setting powder. So this has been a really great addition to my everyday makeup routine, and I really like the way it looks. Just consistently, it comes through for me. So alright, so next thing I have to talk about is the Balm Overshadow in the shade Work is Overrated. This is like a pigment, so it has a really pinky pearly sheen, and this stuff, like, it's so fine, and you can use it for anything. I've been using it as an inner corner highlight a lot, and I also like to put it on top of my eyeshadow to really add dimension to the shadow. I love these so much. I actually have two of them. I have the shades No Money Honey and the shade Work is Overrated. This one is a lot more gold and this one is a lot more pink. I love these so much. I highly recommend that you go out and buy them, because ever since I got them, I've literally used them every single day. Pretty much every single day, seriously. So I highly recommend both of these sex pots. I don't know if they have more, but if they do, I actually would like to buy them because I love them so much. Alright, so I don't know what kind of order I'm going in right now. Ignore that. But my next favorite is this NARS lipstick. It's actually the Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Stripped. First of all, this formula I love so much, at least in this shade. You know, it could be different for darker shades, but it's like a mix between a lip gloss and an actual cream lipstick, this formula, and I love it so much. It's so strange. It's not drying, and the pigment is very beautiful and makes your lips look really plump, and it also feels really good on your lips in general. So I just really like this formula, and I just love this color so much. It's just, I know I'm going to get so much use out of this. I've already used it so many times, and I've only had it for less than a month. So this thing, I know I'm probably going to use this whole tube up. That's good. Alright, so next thing I have to talk about is this Algenist Splash Hydrating Setting Mist. I haven't actually used a lot of this yet because it wasn't that long ago that I got it, but I can already tell you right now that this is going to be a staple in my makeup routine because it makes my skin look so much better. Okay, so the reason why I switched to this from a regular setting spray was because I felt that my makeup was looking very dry and kind of like scabby. I feel like that sounds so gross, but like under the eyes you could like really see the texture, and like it just really wasn't looking that good, in my opinion at least. So I was like, you know what, I need to get a setting spray that's going to, 1, keep my makeup on, and 2, hydrate my skin, and 3, melt powders into my skin. It is a little more pricey than the usual setting spray. I think this was $34, but I really like what it does for my skin. I kind of wanted something that was like the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Foundation, the Dewy Luminous spray, but that actually is almost too luminous for me, and it doesn't do anything to keep my makeup on. So this is like the perfect combination of like a real setting spray and a real like dewy mist spray. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of just meets in the middle and makes the perfect spray for me. This is the worst order ever. I'm so sorry. The next thing I have to talk about are the Camille Beckman natural lip balms, and I love these, first of all, so much. I am like mentally attached. Let me tell you how much I've used. I seriously have like a mental attachment to these that when I lose one of them, I like panic. Like I need to have it on me at all times. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but both of these are like already halfway used up, and I got these in December. I love them so much. They make my lips look so plump. So I put this stuff on before bed, and then when I wake up, my lips look so just like plump and dry, and not dry, plump and dry. No, they look plump and moisturized. Before I was using the Burt's Bees, like I was obsessed with Burt's Bees. I thought it was like God's gift to earth. But now that I have this stuff, I'm like, no, this is what I'm sticking to. I love this stuff so much. It's $4.50, so I don't know if that's too much for you for lip balm, but actually I think that's in the same price range as Burt's Bees, so it's really not that expensive. So yeah, if you guys are into lip balm and chapstick and all of that, I really recommend that you try the Camille Beckman stuff. It's so good. By the way, the flavors that I have are Mediterranean apricot and tropical passion fruit. I used more of the passion fruit one, but that's only because this one stays at my makeup station, and this one I carry with me all day. So I love them both equally though, and I know that they have a bunch of other scents that you could choose from. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so last product I have to talk about today is the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. And the reason I want to talk about this palette today is because this palette inspires me so much. I just look at it and I feel very inspired. And I know a lot of palettes, sometimes I'll look at a palette and it just like, nothing comes out of it to me. It just like actually uninspires me sometimes. And this just, I just look at this and I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do that. And for that, I think it's worth to buy, because to me, that's like priceless, you know? It's really a crappy feeling when you really want to do something and you just don't have that inspiration. So that's when I pull out this palette, and I love the pigmentation. I love the blendability of it. I just think that it's a great palette, and the fact that it inspires me so much would make me really want to recommend it to you guys, because if it inspires me, I would hope that it would inspire you. So yeah, if you guys are interested in picking this thing up, I would definitely recommend it. I love it so much. I think it's beautiful. And if you're curious, I do have 2 tutorials on my channel using this palette. The one is called Electric Wing Graphic Liner, and then the second one is actually titled Kat Von D Pastel Goth Palette Tutorial. The one is like a lot more like wearable, and then the other one's a lot more intense, so check those out. Alright, so just remember to add one more thing. Bear with me here. The last product I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Palette. If you're into makeup, if you like to do experimental things, I highly recommend that you invest in getting this. Think of it as buying every single lipstick. Think of it as buying every single lipstick in the entire world in one palette, because you can literally create anything basically from this palette just by combining them and everything. I love it so much. I feel like I'm going to use up every single shade in it. I just think that this is so much fun. If you just want to get lost in makeup, this is one of those products that you can do that with. So once again, this is like one of those things that just inspires me when I look at it. So when something inspires me, I just gotta tell you guys about it, and maybe it'll inspire you. So yeah, I highly recommend it, and it's really not that pricey when you think about what you're getting. So I definitely would look into that if I were you. Alright you guys, so that's the last product I had to show you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and got some good product recommendations. Let me know what products you've been loving this month, because I'm always trying to try some new stuff out, you know. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, of course. You know, I always read those comments. So anyways, yeah, if you are not already and would like to be, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I make new videos every single week, twice a week, usually Thursdays and Sundays, so don't miss out on those. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!